Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Ethereum. So the move down that happened yesterday was only in 3 waves. So the overall wave count here that we're tracking remains unchanged. Quick reminder that Ethereum has not broken any support. So Fibonacci support for Ethereum remains located between the 50% retracement and the 23.6 retracement, specifically in the area between $1,680 and $1,760. Honestly, until we break below this zone, there is absolutely no evidence that a top has formed. Let's say a more substantial price top. Rather, the focus can still be on higher as long as we're holding 1680. A retest of that area is, of course, always possible. But there is plenty of space, plenty of room still. That still doesn't change the problem with this structure. I mean, the move up was extremely choppy. I explained that in the videos over the last few days. And that I don't really trust this as fifth wave. So I don't think it was the fifth wave. Okay, I mean, I could make it easy. I could say this was probably the fifth. We filled in what I wanted to see, the third wave. This is the fourth, and we now go higher. But it just doesn't really add up looking at the proportions. Because I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to these structures, I would actually like to see that fifth wave target reached. That is wave 5 of the third wave. And this larger third wave should actually reach, doesn't have to, but this is all about probabilities, right? So it should reach the 138% extension, and that is, of course, here at $1,925. So as long as we are holding above that 1680 support level, I would actually like to see that one more high to 1,925 plus. That would take us to the first, let's say, ideal target for a third wave, and I would trust the white count a little bit more. It's just like milestones, yeah, that need to be like checkpoints that the price needs to get to, just like parameters. I explained to someone earlier today in our member area these fib levels, and I explained that, just reading it off, we use these levels to define probable resistance or pivot zones where the market could react, consolidate, or even reverse temporarily. It's based on thousands of observed structures where the price tends to respect these levels statistically. They create a logical roadmap, especially when used alongside structural analysis like wave counts and support resistance. So it's just, there's no guarantee to get there. It's all about probabilities. So we'll see if we can get there. It would definitely increase, you could say, that the trust, confidence into the white scenario in which we are tracking a potential 5-wave move up in a diagonal pattern from the April low. That's the same structure I'm tracking essentially for Bitcoin. It's just that the Bitcoin chart has performed better at the same time, right? The structure itself is nearly the same. Okay, a little different on the nano level, but really overall it's the same thesis that in April a more substantial low formed, and we have seen a wave 1 and a wave 2, an A, B, C could be unfolding now, but we're in the very late stages of that. So we really talk about that little bit here after all of that other element, or let's say 90% of that third wave is done. We really talk about the last 10%. Yeah. And then there should still be another 4-5 pattern to complete 5 waves up. For now, this is only a 3-wave move up. So, but either way, we'll see if the market can generate 5 waves. That would be ideal, because if we get 5 waves, it would really be a formal confirmation that this larger degree 4th wave indeed bottomed in April. Now, really looking at the microstructures, I mean, this is just chopping around in a range, right? The move to the upside was clearly corrective, and we've actually dipped into support again, formed a higher low. Might very well be that this is an ABC structure, or actually, to have it academically correct, it probably should actually be a WXY structure. 3 waves down, corrective rally, so like a WXY, and the Y wave is clearly also a 3-wave move down, which is an ABC structure in itself. And now we'll see if the 5th wave starts. If it does, 1925 would still be my first ideal target. There is going to be some resistance probably, however, around 18 72. So what can I say? Prepare maybe for another test of support. It's low confidence, I can tell you that as well. But this is a plausible scenario. Now, even in this scenario, the support area could easily be tested again. Remember that Bitcoin is still leading, right? And on the Bitcoin chart, it is quite probable that the larger degree fourth wave has already started. Now, on the Ethereum chart, that would mean that this larger degree fourth wave has started. But then again, we haven't even reached ideal targets in the third wave. Now, all of that kind of adds weight to my idea that Ethereum's chart is just not great at the moment, all right? I talked about that a little bit in our member live stream yesterday, about, charts to be confident about, and Ethereum is not one of them. But I'll keep you updated. Parameters should be very clearly defined. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Yeah, if you're interested in the membership, check out the 2-minute video on our channel page that explains how the membership works. You get access to member-only updates, member live streams. Yesterday we had our live stream, 40 coins were discussed. You get access to member videos. Today I covered Bonk. Yesterday Pepe and Rune, for example. And also as a gold member, you actually get access to our Discord server where you can access all these charts live. So you see live when I make any changes to the chart. Many members say that this is the most valuable aspect actually of the membership. Yeah, that's the update. Have a great day. Good start to the week. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.